Namaste yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Nabila. Today we'll go for a slow flow of sun salutation and restorative practice. So let's start by finding a comfortable seat on your mat, cross-legged or in a loose butterfly or cobbler pose, whichever your hips prefer. Root through the tailbone into the mat and rise through the crown of your head towards the sky. Lengthening your spine. Let your gaze soften, or you can close your eyes. I prefer closing eyes most. It helps me to focus. So you can place one hand on your abdomen area or one over your heart on your chest. Let's begin to feel our natural breath. Become aware of the pattern of your breathing. If it feels right to you, start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Focus on your breath. Try to find a little bit more deeper inhale, filling up your lungs with air, oxygen, and then deep, slow exhale. Now bring your hands gently to your knees or wherever they're comfortable. Fall on your thighs. Lengthening through your spine. Exhale and gently drop your chin to your chest. Now start with a small rotation of the neck and take the caution of any cracking or popping. Gently roll the neck in circles. When your chin comes to your chest, again, switch the direction. And when the chin comes to chest again, come to your stillness and breathe. Your chin is parallel to the ground. Spine tall again. Inhale. Now on your next exhale, bring the shoulders up by ears. Begin to roll shoulders back and feel the shoulder blades slide down to your spine. Bring them up and around and continue the rolls. So when the shoulders find your ears again, reverse the direction. Do this 2 more times. So rolling forward and then backward, again forward and then backward. The next time when your shoulders find neutral, come to stillness. Breathe. Now maintaining the natural curve in your spine and extending through the crown of your head. Inhale and gently drop your right ear towards your shoulder. If it's comfortable, you may bring right fingertip to the top of the head. Breathe. On your next exhale, return to the center. And then again inhale, drop to your left. Again, you can bring your left fingertips to the top of your head and gently press your ear to drop further. Continue breathing. Again, come back to the center. Now sit comfortably, extending through the crown of your head. Root your tailbone into the mat, knitting your low ribs together and engaging your core muscles. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and on your exhale, twist gently to the right. So let your left hand find your right knee and drop your right arm behind you. You may use the right hand to balance, but do not force your spine to twist further. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist further if your body desires. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, face forward and twist to your left side. So your right hand find your left knee and drop your left arm behind you. Again, you may use the left hand to balance, but do not force your spine or twist further. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, can you twist a little bit further if your body desires. Continue breathing here again. Now come back to the center and breathe. Now bring both of your hands out in front of you, palms down. Take your right wrist in your left hand and pull gently. Take caution not to overstretch. Continue breathing. Now take your left wrist in your right hand, pull gently. Don't overstretch. Continue breathing. Now shake out the arms. Now with your arms out in front of you, face your palm out, fingertips up, hold your left palm with your right hand and gently encourage a stretch as you pull back the left palm towards you. Now turn your wrist down, fingers towards the ground of your left hand and palm towards you. Again, stretch. Now let's go for the other hand. So your right hand fingertips towards the sky. Grab your right palm with your left hand and stretch. Pull back the palm towards you. Then again turn your wrist down, fingers towards your ground and your right palm towards you and stretch. Now extend both of your hands forward. So make a loose fit with both of your hands and rotate your wrists in small circles. Now change the direction. And shake it out. Very good. Now sitting up tall, inhale and lengthen through the crown of your head, arms overhead. Tuck your low ribs into your body. On the exhale, bend to the right side. Dropping your right hand to the floor, you can lay on your forearm on the floor if it's comfortable to you. But it's not necessary. Lengthen the left side waist. Look straight ahead. Breathe here. On your next inhale, return to your center. On the exhale, bend towards the left. Left arm can be to the floor. Breathe. Right arm up and over and try to look upwards. Very good. Come back to the center. Now tailbone towards the floor. Make lattice hands by interlacing your fingertips. Bring arms overhead, palms facing down. Breathe here. Rotate arms and slide shoulders down back to face your palms to the sky now. Continue to breathe here. Inhale, and with your next exhale, arms to your thighs. Now stretch your legs long on the mat, bouncing the knees. Keep a micro bend in the knees if it's comfortable. Sit tall, roll your ankles in small circles. Continue to breathe in while you are doing this. Legs long and spine tall. Flex your foot, pointing toes towards the front of your room until the sky. Continue breathing. Now come to all fours on your mat with your wrists below your shoulders and knees below your hips. Make sure your joints are stacked and your spine has its natural curves. Ground through all sides of your hands, fingers spread wide on the mat. On the inhale, raise your tailbone towards the sky, dropping your belly towards the mat. Lift your gaze to the top of your mat and to the sky. Breathe. Open your heart. On your next exhale, drop the tailbone and round through the spine, arching like a cat. Breathe. Again, inhale, just open. Exhale, round. Inhale again, just open. Exhale, round. Inhale one more time, open your chest, look upwards, and then exhale, round your back. Now come back to your neutral tabletop position. On your next inhale, draw your abdominal muscles in. Raise your right arm to the shoulder height if it feels comfortable. On the exhale, thread the arm under your left shoulder, gently resting on your shoulder. Press through the left hand to support your neck and head. Don't collapse weight into your neck. Breathe here. Feel the breath in the back body. On exhale, return to your tabletop posture. On next inhale, raise your left arm and exhale to thread it under your right shoulder and breathe again here. Inhale again, and on your exhale, return back to your tabletop posture. Now spread your knees as wide as your mat and sit back over your heels. Go only as far as it feels comfortable. Child's pose is a very relaxing pose, so don't overstretch. Release any muscle holding, and you can place your forehead on the mat if you want. Arms can go out in front of you or along your sides. Breathe here. Now let's come to standing at the top of your mat. So your feet about hip width distance apart and all four centers of your feet pressing into the mat. Ground through the pinky toe mount, big toe mount, and both sides of the heel. Make second and third toes parallel and tuck your tailbone. Your spine long with its natural curves and your joints stacked. Don't lock your knees. Keep a small micro bend if it's comfortable. Knit your lower ribs together and breathe, feeling the expansive across your chest. Slide your shoulders down and back slightly and continue to breathe. On your next inhale, drop your chin gently to your chest, rotate your neck in smaller circles, slowly and gently with the breath. When your chin comes back to your chest, change your directions. Now shake out the arms and bounce your legs. Now let's gather strength again at the belly button, knitting your low ribs towards and tucking them into the body. Clasp your hands into a lattice hands and press the palms facing down, keeping your breathing. With your next inhale, rotate the wrists, palms towards the sky and breathe. Now we will start our sun salutation. We will salute the sun with 3 rounds of sun salutations. We'll talk through the first one and then you can do the other 2 with your own breath. Remember to breathe throughout. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Now pressing the palms into one another. Check your feet here. Remember to ground through all 4 corners of your feet. Engage the core. Tuck the tailbone towards the mat to maintain the neutral spine and breathe. Lengthen a little bit deeper and with your next exhale, reach your hands up towards the sky, arms parallel and palms facing. If back bends are in your practice, feel free to take a slight back bend. Stretch the back bend up through the spine to avoid crunching in your low back. Breathe. Come back to your mountain pose if this is uncomfortable. Keep grounding through your feet. With your abdominals and glutes engaged, imagine now hinging forward at the hips like the hands of a clock. Do not round the spine or collapse your body weight, but move your head and hands gently and slowly towards the floor. Keeping a bend in the knees, don't lock your knees here. Hands can come to your thighs, your shin bones, or over the mat. Keep your core engaged wherever you are. And breathe. Now inhale to halfway back. Hands on your shin bones, back straight at a 90-degree angle, gaze towards the top of your mat or front of the room if comfortable. And then again exhale to fold. Breathe here, keeping knees bent and spine neutral, core is engaged. With your next inhale, deepen the bend at the knees, frame your feet with your hands, rooting through the palms and exhale to step your right foot back, knee dropping gently to the floor on your low lunge, Shavasana. Your chest will open up to the front of the room, gaze forward, core remain engaged and tailbone is tucked towards floor. Breathe here. Now tucking the toes on the right foot under, hinge at the hips and step the left foot back to meet the right. On your downward facing dog, paddle out the feet and keep a bend in the knees. Externally rotate the upper arm bones and broaden across the shoulder blades, pressing into the mat with feet and your hands. Gazing towards the mat or feet. Breathe here. Imagine drawing your hips up and back, lengthening the spine, root to rise. You can still paddle up your feet if it feels comfortable or if your body craves for that. Now drop your knees, walking your arms out a few handprints in front of you. Stretch through the spine on your puppy pose. Continue breathing here. Your forehead can be on your mat. Now lower your body to the floor, adjusting as necessary to get flat on the mat. Keep your wrists under your shoulders. Continue to breathe. On your next inhale, press the tops of your feet into the mat, engage your hamstrings and glutes and tuck in the low ribs. Exhale to press up into a small cobra, lifting your head and neck barely off the mat. Don't feel the need to make this as a huge back bend. Support your spine by bending only slightly in the low lumbar spine. Gazes to your mat or slightly forward. Tuck your chin the slightest bit and slide your shoulder blades down and back, feeling your breath in your chest as you open your heart. Continue breathing. If cobra is uncomfortable, feel free to keep your forearms on the mat for a baby cobra. Now tucking the toes under with the next inhale, exhale to lift back up into your downward facing dog. Breathe. Again, keep the bend in the knees if it's comfortable. Hips up and back, core remains engaged and tight. Externally rotate the upper arm bones. Now with your next exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands for a low lunge. Drop the knee to the floor, tuck the tailbone towards the mat and breathe here. Now engage abdominals at the core, knitting low ribs together, hinge at the hips again and step up to meet hands, forward fold here. Breathe here. Remember to maintain your neutral spine and keep a micro bend in your knees. Checking all four corners of the feet for grounding. Now inhale, flat back. Again exhale, fold. On your next inhale, deepen the bend at the knees, engage the core to bring yourself up to standing, open the slight back bend. Breathe with arms raised. Again, spine to neutral and gaze forward, bring your hands to your heart center, breathe. Inhale again to your slight back bend. Exhale to hinge, forward fold. Inhale again to flat back. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, tuck your low ribs, deepen the knee bend to press the hands on the floor, all four corners grounded and fingers wide. Step back with your left foot, knee down, low lunge. One breath. Now tuck the toes, engage the abs and step back into your downward facing dog. Hips up and back, breathe. Take care of your spinal alignment and your neck here. Keep breathing. Again, drop the knees for down puppy. Arms extended long and breathe here. Then lower down to your floor, relax all the muscle holding. Then press through the tops of your feet, tops of the legs into the mat, engage your hamstrings, glutes, abs, wrists under your shoulders and press into your cobra. Breathe here. Now tucking your toes, push back into your downward facing dog. One breath. Now step your left foot forward, drop the back knee, low lunge. Continue breathing. Continue breathing. Now step up to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale to flat back, exhale to fold again. Inhale to a standing back bend or mountain with your arms overhead. Open your chest, breathe. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up again, breathe. A slight back bend maybe. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold again. Inhale, right foot back for low lunge. One breath. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Then drop your knees for your puppy pose. Then lower your belly down, keep breathing. Inhale, lift up into a small back bend for your cobra or bhujangasana. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe again. Then inhale, right foot forward for low lunge. Breathe. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, arms up overhead, breathe here. Inhale again. And exhale, arms to your heart center. Find your breath here. Feel your breath again. Now you'll start our cooling down. So let's find a comfortable seated position at first on our mat. Then bring our soles of the feet together and knees out to the sides. Root your tailbone into the ground and lengthen your spine. Breathe here in your Baddha Konasana. Now extend your legs long on mat. Spine upright and crown of your head extended towards the sky. Bring right foot next to the left knee, flat on the floor. Grounding through right foot and left heel. Exhale, twist to your left side. Right elbow to the right knee and left hand behind you for your balance. Try to twist a little bit more. Breathe. And let's repeat on the other side. So bring your left foot next to your right knee, flat on floor, grounding through your left foot and right. So your left elbow to the left knee and right hand behind you for your balance. Inhale to lengthen again. And exhale, if you can, try to twist a little bit more. Now come back to your center. Very good. Now let's lie down on our back and bring both of our knees towards our chest and gently rock backwards. Hugging our knees towards our chest, allowing the body to rock side to side if it feels good. Give your low back a mini massage. Now bring your chin slightly towards your chest, back of your head on your mat. Put your hands on your knees. On inhale, push the knees away from your body, lengthening your arms. And with exhale, bring your knees towards your chest, elbows bent. Do this few more times. So inhaling, pushing the knees away. Exhaling, bringing it back. Inhaling, pushing away the knees. Exhaling towards chest. One more time. Inhaling, pushing the knees away. And exhaling towards our chest. Very good. Now bring both of your feet to the mat. Then bring the right foot over your left knee, making a figure 4. Hold your shin or thread your hands through 4 shape to clasp behind your leg. Hold and continue to breathe. Inhale again, and on exhale, bring both of your feet to the mat. Let's repeat this to the other side. So bring your left foot over your right knee, making the figure 4 again. Hold your shin to the threads, hands through the 4 shape to clasp behind the leg. Hold and continue to breathe again. Now, with both feet flat on the mat, ground through all 4 corners of your feet. Arms straight by sides, palms down, or pressing elbows into the ground in a tripod shape. Press your forearms or elbows into the mat. After engaging your glutes and abs, lift your hips slowly off the mat, shifting your weight towards your heels. Pin your shoulder blades under your body. Open across the chest and continue to breathe. Inhale, and with your exhale, unpin your shoulders to roll down slowly with control. Release all muscle holding. Bring your knees to your chest again and give them a hug, rolling to massage your low back again. Rock side to side, back to front, whatever feels good. Now stretch your arms and legs long on the mat, releasing any tension or holding in the body. Rest here for a second. Engage your core and hamstrings. Now shift body to one side of your mat and roll to the other side so your face is down, your forehead is on your mat. Readjust if it needs. Then push your hips back, widening your knees and seating back over your heels. Rest in your child pose for a moment and breathe. Now ground through all 4 corners of your hands and lift your hips up, shifting your weight forwards into a plank pose. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, come to your downward facing dog. One breath. Now with your next inhale, lift your right leg up into the air and shoot it through towards the hands, coming into your pigeon pose. So imagine you are wearing jeans and keeping the back pockets level with the ground. Widen stance if it's comfortable. You can stretch your arms long or rest your forehead on stacked hands. Breathe into the back body. We will have 5 breaths here. Very good. Now shifting weight and putting wrists back under your shoulders. Tuck in low ribs and tighten your abs. Now with your inhale, raise your left leg up towards the sky and shift your weight again into grounded wrists. Shoot your left leg through and lie your shin on your mat. Continue breathing, arms in front, supporting the forehead on your sleeping pigeon pose on the other side. 5 breaths here. On the exhale, now lift back into your three-legged dog position. Inhale and come to your downward facing dog pose. One breath here. Now drop your knees on your mat. Widen your knees, shift your hips back over your heels, sinking into your child's pose. A few breaths there. Now stretch long on your mat, arms and legs extended. Knit your low ribs together, engage your glutes and your hamstrings. Shift to one side of your mat and roll to other, rolling onto your back and breathe. Let's find stillness for your Shavasana. Allow your feet to angle out towards the corners of your mat. Find the parts of your body that come into contact with the mat and feel holding or tension melt away around those points. Face your palms down if you want to feel grounded, or face them up if you welcome energy from the universe. I will leave you to relax and breathe in our final Shavasana. You can stay here as long as you want. And if you want to come back, start to bring awareness back to your fingers and toes, maybe wiggling them. Awaken your wrists and ankles. With eyes closed, roll to the right side of your body and take a breath here. When you are ready, join me in a seated posture. Now bring your hands to your heart center, close your eyes. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest and thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. I hope this practice has left you rejuvenated but relaxed, and that you are able to let go of the past and become the future as your hands leave heart center today. Thank you so much for practicing with me, guys. Namaste.